Hey, crazy people, what's going on? Dangerous Thing here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode. Today, I'm going to show you a few of the attacks, which I'm going to title, hopefully, of course, if I win, Donations to DT. So as you can see, I am in desperate need of wood. I am pretty good on stone right now, but look at that, only 221k in wood, and I need for that to change in order for me to keep updating and upgrading my defenses, as well as some of the economy buildings, because I really need to start upgrading my iron storages. So let's go ahead and take a look at who is out there who is willing and able to contribute to Dangerous Things wood storage. So I actually just checked out a few bases, and a few of them have more iron and more rock than I really would need to get the next upgrade going. And there's this guy right here, Big Rig. So let's take a look at his base, and of course after I'm done with him, I'm gonna reload. And I've upgraded my tanks to level 10. Let's take a quick peek. My tanks right now are level 10, and I am gonna go ahead and attempt to get through Dr. Terror as far as I can today with tanks, or possibly tanks medics, or possibly tanks medics and grenadiers. So let's jump in. Let's see if Big Rig will be a generous contributor to the Dangerous Thing charity. And I was gonna show you a quick little thing right here. Look at that. I actually did that on my base too. He's got a few mines hitting right behind his statues, and not just mine, but also a boom mine, and his mines are pretty high up there. I mean, look at that, mine level 15, boom mine level 9, damage 2383, almost 2,400 in damage. And I think he doesn't have, he's got a few mines over here too. So basically he's making it so that one way or the other, you are gonna lose some troops as you are walking into his base. So let's take a quick peek and let's hope that we will be victorious. I was thinking about going ahead and boosting my GBE statue just because I got 18 power powders, and why not? Let's go ahead and boost this bad boy over here. All right, and let's jump in and take a look at Big Rig. So of course, first and foremost, I'm gonna take out this rocket launcher over here. Let's see what it's gonna take to bring that bad boy down. Okay, not so bad. Just one extra artillery shot. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this guy over here. And he's conveniently very tightly placed with the iron storage, so I'm gonna take both of them at the same time out. Okay, now I think I'm gonna go ahead and concentrate on the shock blaster and shock launcher. They're pretty close to each other, but I think I'm gonna go for the launcher first before the blaster, because blaster is a monstrosity when it comes to the health. So I think I'll just have to save up some GBE so I can continuously shock it. And I'm gonna go ahead and deploy my troops over here, and I'm gonna flare them right through, and I'm gonna throw the critters so that they were actually helping me out to take out some of the mines that he very cleverly placed behind the statues. So now that we're getting closer, of course I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna throw critters. And I'm gonna shock it again. I'm gonna throw critters as soon as the shock is gonna start to wear off. Okay, we're shocking this cluster right here again, bringing our troops. I'm gonna throw a heal spell over here, not a spell, a med kit rather. All right, I need another shock launcher, or shock screen rather. All right, I'm gonna shock this situation over here. All right. I'm gonna throw an artillery shot at this guy. And then this guy, because Zukas is gonna take care of the boom cannon. And we should be in good shape. Okay, and I definitely lost more troops than was necessary given the fact that I boosted, but I am totally fine with it. You guys know that sometimes I am all about the casualties as long as it brings me the victory. And to be honest with you, I think my style is really kind of very relaxed. I'm not very tight in my formations. I'm just all about enjoying the game and not stressing myself out about losing a few troops here and there. And now, I know it sounds awful, but hey guys, this is a game. You're supposed to have fun. You know, why stress out? Okay, so I'm gonna load up all these tanks. And I'm gonna go ahead and load up a few medics because otherwise tanks are just gonna be really expensive in terms of GBE. So I'm gonna load up 2 medics. Actually, maybe I should do tanks and... Wow, that's definitely gonna be really expensive in terms of GBE. I'm gonna do tanks and 2 Scorchers. And of course, I'm gonna wait until they train up, because otherwise we're looking at spending 144 diamonds, which is more than a half of what I currently have. So you guys, I'm gonna see you in a minute. Checking out. Okay, you guys, so we're back in business, and by back in business, I mean we only have a few seconds left until all of my boats are finished loading, and I only have 3 minutes left until my Scorchers are done training, but I think we shouldn't have any problems taking out at least level 1 or 2 Dr. Terror with what we currently have, especially because I've boosted up, so there is no reason for me to wait and waste the time. Time is precious. Let's go ahead and watch how these lovely level 10 tanks are going to rip through Dr. Terror stage 1, and I'm not even going to shock screen the rocket launcher because the tanks are so beastly at level 10. And I mean, obviously you can keep on upgrading and improving them, but at level 10 they come in with at least I think something like 3,800 in health, and I also have a statue boost which gives me, I believe, additional 900, so that's a whole lot of health. I wasn't at all worried about not shocking the rocket launcher. Now, if this was a task force operation, I would certainly be shocking the rocket launcher because they're so boosted and they pack such a punch that they can take you out in absolutely no time. So there we are, all of the boats are finished training the tanks and we only have Scorchers left, so let's go ahead and take out Dr. Terror level 2 without Scorchers, and then we'll hop back on with skanks, so to say. Alright, so let's go ahead and deploy our troops. I'm gonna go ahead and probably end up taking the time and not worrying about taking all of the defenses out because I definitely have enough GBE to just barrage the sniper tower, and I could have barraged the sniper tower and flamethrower, but it's unnecessary. Look at the health bar of the tanks. They are not even, I mean, surely they're they were started to get hit up, but it wouldn't at all make any difference. You know, I could have just deployed them all, let them run wild, and they would have still taken out all of the defenses. I am pretty sure about that. Now, maybe I should do an episode where I do Dr. Terror and I just let my tanks and Scorchers run wild. It could be a lot of fun, it could be a huge disaster. Alright, let's take a look at Terror Stage 3. I don't think I'm gonna go right on this particular layout because why go right if I can go to the left and take out the cannon and the mortar, and then flamethrowers are not going to be of any threat to my tanks and Scorchers at all. So only 20 seconds left, 25 seconds on another one. Let's just wait it out, you guys. Let's grab my underwater treasure. We got an ice shard, 190k in wood, 110k in iron, not too shabby, and that didn't cost me all so much. I am a huge fan of the submarine feature. As soon as it came out, I was pretty stoked. Every single time it dives, I get lovely little chests of treasures, which is awesome. Okay, our troops are all ready, you guys, and as you can see, I just choked on air. Gosh. Okay, let me get some water. Okay, back in business. Just choked on air. Totally silly. what really I was saying is that after I'm done with all of these attacks, I'm gonna have to make a decision as to what I'm going to upgrade next, because I have been working on maxing out my defenses. I'm not rushing the HQ to level 20 or level 21. I want to kind of space it out and first max out all of my defenses, all of my productions buildings, and then go ahead and upgrade my HQ. So as I mentioned, on this particular deck to Terror Stage 3, I decided to go from the left because I thought it was a huge waste of troops and GBE to go from the right because of that boom cannon over there. Now the boom cannon is going to become of range once one of these Scorchers is going to get close to the flamethrower right there, but I'm going to go ahead and spend my GBE. I'm going to shock that baby, and I'm going to continue to shock it until we're through with the HQ, which is going to be right now. Super. Okay, 3 terror stages, I believe 0 casualties. Okay, perfect, 0 casualties. And let's keep on moving. Let's go and check out what Terror Stage 4 has in store for us. And you guys, I've mentioned that I need to max out all of my, I want to rather not need to max out all of my production and defense buildings before, but I also need to upgrade my armory first and foremost because I currently maxed out the upgrade path for my tanks, and tanks is something I've been working on in the last couple of days and weeks. So let's go ahead and dive for treasure. A brand new dive location just appeared itself on my map, and it's always a good day for me. I always love diving for treasures. And ooh, this one looks pretty attractive. 180k in rock, 120 in iron, but this one has 29 diamonds and 310k in wood, which is something I've been struggling with, so obviously I had to go for that one. So let's go ahead, now that we're diving, we got 1 day and 11 hours to go. Let's take a look at how many resources Terror Stage 4 is going to contribute to the Dangerous Thing operation. So let's take a closer look. Let me concentrate here for a second and assess the situation. I think what I want to end up doing is going from the right flank because it's less packed with cannons, which are of course nemesis to our tanks and our Scorchers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take out the cluster of the sniper tower and that cannon, and then I will just head from the right hand side. Let me go ahead and throw a barrage over here because hopefully it's gonna help out to take out some of those boom cannons, or boom mines rather, and it only took out 1, but that's okay. 1 is better than none. So now that we got that cluster taken care of, let's deploy all of our troops. And because there is an economy building, the storage building, they're all gonna group to the right without me even having to flare it, which is gonna help me save GBE. Now I'm gonna go ahead and flare it to the right corner, furthest right corner. I cannot speak. I'm having a DT moment, and of course flamethrowers are gonna start hitting up our Scorchers, but that's totally fine because Scorchers are gonna melt them in absolutely no time. And now that we're all grouped to the right, I'm just gonna keep on forming my troops a little tighter through the flamethrower right there, not the flamethrower, but the, you know, I always forget the name of it. The flame stick. And from now on we're in pretty good shape. I'm gonna go ahead and shock the cannon and the sniper towers. I'm gonna throw my critter helpers and just watch the HQ to go down in flames because I got awesome tanks packing the punches, I got critters, and of course I got Scorchers that were helping right there on the backdrop. And once again, Terror Stage 4, hopefully 0 casualties. I don't think we lost anyone. 0 casualties. Super sweet. So I know when I play Dr. Terror and I use my regular combo, which is usually Smoky Hookah. We all know how terrible I am at Smoky Hookah. My usual combo is Zuka and Heavy, so Hookah. Whenever I do that, I always lose troops on Terror Stage 4. It is really rare for me to come out with minimal casualties, but because my tanks are now at level 10, and of course I was using Scorchers, I was able to get through Terror Stage 4 with 0 casualties, which is pretty awesome. I cannot wait to keep upgrading my tanks to level 11, but in the meantime, Terror Stage 5 is a total monstrosity. Look at these boom cannons. They are packing quite a punch. We're looking at almost 1100 in damages from boosted boom cannons, and there are 2 of them. Let's take a quick look at my tanks and see how much health they have. So I'm at 3930 plus 982, so that's 4,800, almost 5,000 in health. And basically what it means is the boom cannon would only need to hit me up a few times to take out my tanks. Now, I know Scorchers have a ton more health, but because Scorchers also take 17 GBEs to just deploy on the beach, I think I'm gonna skip it, because otherwise I'm gonna spend lots of GBE on trying to shock the defenses and deploy all of my troops. So let's go ahead and use our troops for something that's actually really super useful. You know that I need wood, so why don't I go ahead and reclaim, or not reclaim, but further claim for the first time a resource base. So this lovely base over here has a whole lot of boom cannons and cannons going on and going for it, but I think the other thing that it has going for it is that the formations of those weapons is really close to each other, so I should have no problem clearing up a few defenses with an artillery shot after I'm done with the first barrage, and then from there on I can actually throw a shock screen and basically just shock these 2 boom cannons all together so that they're not going to be hitting up my troops, and then my tanks and skinks and Scorchers are going to blaze through the front line of the base, and I'm just gonna go ahead and not even worry about the fact that there is a rocket launcher on the right hand side, because my troops have plenty of health, and the only thing that I'm worried about is that one Scorcher right up front, because he has been getting hit up by cannons. I know cannons are not as deadly as boom cannons, but still a few hits later, I'm a little concerned that this guy here, yep, just lost the Scorcher. He didn't make it, and that's why I'm gonna try and keep a closer look at the second Scorcher. I'm gonna throw some critters right in front of it so that the cannon concentrates on critters and not the Scorcher, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw a smoke screen, because I really want to make sure that I don't lose that Scorcher. Okay, so I lost 2 Scorchers, 1 Scorcher. I saved the second one thanks to the fact that I started paying attention. And let's go ahead and rebuild this base really quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up, you guys, because I don't want to bore you, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so this video is coming to an end. I got everything I wanted in this episode. I've attacked Dr. Terror and got through with 0 casualties through 4 stages with nothing but tanks and Scorchers. And I also was able to reclaim, I keep saying reclaim, but really to claim for the first time a resource base. And it was a really good one because I really needed wood. So now that I have a few buildings on my base that are up for an upgrade, it's time to make a decision. Now I can go ahead and upgrade the rocket launcher because my other ones are at level 8 and this one is only at level 6, but really, as much as the health is going to go up by 600, the damage per second is not that high. So I think at the moment, because I've been getting attacked so much by tanks and medics and grenadiers, this may not be the right decision. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and concentrate the effort on upgrading boom cannon or cannon. Actually, boom cannon is not up for an upgrade yet, just the cannon. As you can see, yeah, I'm getting racked by tanks and medics all the time, so I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade one of the cannons, and I will see you guys in the next episode when Dangerous Thing is yet again gonna get stronger little by little while upgrading one building at a time. See you soon.